Most people think millionaires are lucky, that they were born rich or somehow smarter than everyone else. But the truth is simpler and far more dangerous. Millionaires don't win because they start with money. They win because of habits, daily decisions, small actions repeated for years. They don't rely on motivation, they rely on systems. While others chase quick wins, they focus on consistency. And here's the best part: these habits aren't secret. They're not locked behind privilege or connections. You can learn them, you can copy them, you can steal every single one. In this video, I'll break down the real habits millionaires actually use. Not fake Instagram quotes, not overnight success stories, but the quiet behaviors that slowly compound and build wealth over time. Habit 1. They pay themselves first. The average person pays everyone else first. Rent, bills, subscriptions, entertainment. And whatever is left at the end of the month, they try to save, which is usually nothing. Millionaires flip the formula completely. Before they spend a single dollar, they pay themselves first. Not for luxury, not for ego, but for ownership. They automatically send money into investments, into assets, into accounts they don't touch. Then, and only then, they live on what's left. This one habit removes willpower from the equation because you can't spend money you never see. You never feel it leave. You never get tempted to waste it. Over time, that invisible money grows quietly, relentlessly. And that's how wealth is built. Not with discipline, but with systems. Money that never touches your hands never gets wasted. Habit 2. They track their money. Millionaires know exactly where their money goes. Not roughly, not sometimes. Exactly. Every dollar has a destination. Every expense leaves a trail because what gets measured gets managed. Most people avoid tracking their money, not because it's hard, but because it's uncomfortable. Tracking forces honesty. It exposes the small leaks, the just this once purchases, the subscriptions you forgot about, the money quietly bleeding out every month. Millionaires don't flinch at the numbers. They face them. They review them. They use them. Because awareness is power, and awareness kills financial leaks. You can't fix what you refuse to look at, but the moment you track your money, you take back control. Habit 3. They think long term. Poor thinking asks, how can I afford this? Millionaire thinking asks, what will this cost me in the future? Because money doesn't disappear when you spend it. It changes form. Every purchase has an invisible price, not just the money you lose today, but the opportunities you destroy tomorrow. That new phone, it's not just a phone. It's months of investments you'll never make. That impulse buy, it's not harmless. It's compound growth you just killed before it had a chance to exist. Millionaires see time inside money. They don't ask, can I buy this? They ask, what does this delay? Because spending today doesn't just cost cash. It costs years, years of freedom, years of options, years of leverage. So they delay pleasure, not because they're cheap, but because they're patient. They sacrifice comfort now so they can buy control later. And that's the difference. Poor people buy feelings. Millionaires buy futures. Habit 4. They control their environment. Most people rely on motivation. They wait to feel disciplined. Millionaires don't. Millionaires rely on systems. They understand a dangerous truth. Willpower is unreliable. It gets tired, it gets emotional, and eventually, it fails. So instead of trusting themselves to make perfect decisions, they design their environment to make good decisions automatic and bad decisions difficult, because your environment is always influencing you, whether you notice it or not. If junk food is visible, you eat it. If your phone is within reach, you scroll. If money is easy to spend, you will spend it. Millionaires remove temptation before it becomes a problem. They automate investing so saving happens without effort. They limit distractions so focus becomes the default. They simplify choices so decision fatigue disappears. They don't fight bad habits. They eliminate the conditions that create them. That's the secret. Change the environment, and your behavior changes automatically. 5. They buy assets, not status. Most people use money to look rich. Millionaires use money to become rich. The average person spends on status. Cars that lose value the moment they're driven. Clothes that impress strangers. Gadgets that are outdated in a year. These purchases feel good, but only for a moment. And here's the truth most people avoid. Status impresses people who don't pay your bills, don't grow your income, and won't save you in a crisis. Millionaires play a different game. They buy assets first, things that quietly put money back into their pocket, businesses that generate cash flow, stocks that compound over time, real estate that pays rent while they sleep, skills that increase their earning power forever. They understand something most people don't. Status is expensive. It demands constant spending, constant upgrading, constant validation. Assets are patient. They don't need attention. They don't need approval. They just grow. And when you give patience enough time, it compounds. That's how real wealth is built. Not loudly, but relentlessly. Habit 6. They protect their time. Everyone gets the same 24 hours, but millionaires don't treat time like everyone else. They treat it like currency. Every hour has a price. Every distraction has a cost. That's why they say no more than they say yes. No to pointless meetings. No to endless scrolling. No to conversations that drain energy but create nothing. They understand something most people ignore. Time is the only asset you can't earn back. Money lost can be replaced. Investments can recover. Even mistakes can be corrected. But time wasted? It's gone forever. So millionaires guard their time ruthlessly. They protect their focus. They design their days around what actually moves the needle. Because they know this truth. If you don't control your time, someone else will. And nothing costs more than a life spent busy but not building. Habit 7. They invest in themselves. Before millionaires invest heavily in the markets, they invest in themselves. They understand something most people ignore. You can lose money in stocks, but you can't lose what's inside your mind. So they buy books before they buy luxury. They build skills before they chase status. They pay for mentors who collapse years of mistakes into months of clarity. They protect their health because a broken body can't execute a strong plan. Markets rise, markets fall, but skills compound every single day. A stronger mind earns more, adapts faster, recovers quicker. That's why millionaires know this truth. Your mind isn't just an asset. It's the one asset that creates all the others. Habit 8. They stay boring and consistent. This is the habit nobody likes to talk about because it doesn't sound exciting. Millionaires are boring. They don't chase trends. They don't jump in and out of markets. They don't panic when headlines get loud. They don't gamble their future on hype, hot tips, or overnight promises. Instead, they do small, smart things again and again and again. They invest regularly. They save automatically. They show up even when motivation disappears. No big wins, no dramatic moves, just quiet progress. Consistency beats intensity. Every single time. Anyone can work hard for a week. Anyone can get motivated for a month. But wealth is built by people who can stay boring for years. Because boring is predictable, and predictable is powerful. That's how money compounds. Steal this life. Millionaires aren't special. They don't have secret knowledge. They don't have superhuman discipline. They simply built habits that work and repeated them long enough for compounding to take over. You don't need permission. You don't need luck. You don't need millions. You just need to steal the habits and start today. Wealth is built quietly. Start now. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone ambitious like you. Leave your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for weekly insights on success and wealth.